Look, a great time to be involved in music. Social media is obviously huge now,
Yeah,
and online platforms and trying to get music out there.
yeah,
But have you got some word of advice for some young artists trying to kind of get their way through and
yeah,
path through this system, and also some older artists, I guess, that have
yeah,
been persisting for so long?
yeah.
Just a bit of a word of advice on you guys
That's a
are
good, really
involved in
good
so many
question.
bands.
Look,
What can you give them?
I always think that, I mean, I guess it's been said many times before, but just sort of stick to your shtick, like, because if you try and read what other people are doing all the time, you'll get it wrong every time. So I was saying that to my son recently, actually, about, you know, because you've got so much music input. So what comes out and what do you, I guess if you can just, the good and bad thing about all this technology is I guess anyone can do it, and at least you can have an avenue. But if you have to use your own skills to obviously get to friends and whatever, and if you can get gigs, uh, but I think it's just you can't deny. If you're a musician, my advice would be just never deny that you've got that impulse. Just make sure you exercise it because otherwise you go mad. It's an affliction in a way. It's having a being a musician is an affliction. And affliction makes it sound like a pejorative. It's not a pejorative. It means that it has to be exercised. So I hope that's some advice. It just has to be, even if it means jamming. Some of the best fun we have, even now, me and Pendlebury and Hadley and Jason and Sherry, we go out to my back room and we just jam for an hour, and it's I never get sick of it. We just jam. I think just jamming and playing is a big stimulant itself. Then, of course, if you can take that out of your bedroom and then get to a gig, then that's even better. But gigs can be anything. It doesn't have to be, at the Forum. You can just be a gig at the smallest venue or your friend's party or blah, blah, blah. I hope that sounds like some reasonable advice.
Absolutely, and we touched on anxiety before, and it's a big thing. Not
Yeah,
in society. It's not just a thing for artists,
yeah,
and people
exactly.
that get them back on stage. I mean, you talked about the guys from the sports and being separated for
Yeah,
so long, and then coming
yeah,
together, and there's this whole
yeah,
level of anxiety. On the back of COVID and getting out playing gigs again and
yes,
being confident around people.
yeah, yeah.
Um, how have you kind of managed that? You seem like a confident guy,
It's
Steve.
really funny. Yeah. Look, it's funny. It's a nice thing. Thanks for saying that. Look,